And it is a Wagon Wednesday like no other. Hey guys, I'm Tara, and my friend Brittany here is far, far away from us, which is why we are actually interviewing her via FaceTime, which is really cool. It's a great technology. You can see the picture of one of the little calves on her Forevermore Farm in the background here. And I'm going to let you introduce yourself, Brittany, and talk to me about what it is that you do.
Yeah, hi, Tara. Thank you so much for having us.
My pleasure.
Yeah, so I'm the executive director of Forevermore Farm. We're a small animal sanctuary located in Amelia, Ohio. So it is a little bit far, maybe about an hour and a half from you guys.
A little far to drive today, but I'd like to come
Sure.
up. I'd like to come up sometime. I think it'd be a lot of fun.
Yeah, we'd love to have you. So our mission is we rescue abandoned, abused, neglected, or discarded farmed animals.
Wow.
Yeah, so we have everything from horses, we have sheep, goats, pigs, rabbits, chickens, you name it. Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Where do some of these animals come from? Where do a lot of these animals actually come from, Brittany?
So most of our animals are taken in because they've kind of reached the end of the line. We don't necessarily take owner-surrendered animals. We're not a shelter. We don't accept like dogs or cats or just people getting rid of their animals. These are kind of animals that have either been severely injured and can no longer be cared for, have been abandoned. We have one pig that had been just left completely abandoned on a farm in Dayton, Ohio.
Oh.
Yeah, so all different situations. We have like a special needs goat that he was born without one of his back legs.
Oh.
Yeah, so he just needed a safe place to live and someone that would be able to accommodate like his special needs. What else? We have some roosters that were rescued from like a cockfighting ring in Colorado, so they traveled a long way to be with us.
Oh, are those the ones that we just saw in the news?
Well,
The guys from Kentucky with the cocks who were fighting in Colorado?
We got ours a couple years ago now, but there's stories every day about cockfighting rings that are being busted up.
Of course.
There was just one in Chicago that they seized 100 birds, and we're looking for placement, and they're very, very hard to place.
Yeah, I bet they are.
Yeah.
Wow. So if I click on your mobile uploads, are we going to be able to see some of the animals that you have, or are they a lot of cartoons and stuff like that? I want to show some of the animals that are actually in your care.
On our Facebook?
Yes.
They would be, all of our animals would be on there.
Awesome. So in the mobile uploads album?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to show some of these. Who's this guy right here with the pig in the swimming pool?
I bet that's Milton. Milton's actually right behind me. I don't know if you guys can see him.
Oh, there he is. Hi, Milton.
Yeah. So he's out looking for some food.
Oh my gosh, that is so cute. Does he have a little waller there that he can get into?
Well, so we just had some work done on our property. We've had a lot of drainage issues this year, because I'm sure you guys know it's been just incessantly raining.
Yeah, sure has.
So they kind of filled in his wallow, but he has a little kiddie pool that he likes to get in.
I love that. That's so cute. Well, let me just say hi to some of the folks who are watching with us today. Philip Amon is here, Nikki Kelly, Hannah Truxell. Hey, Hannah, glad you are here. Thanks for putting us together. Chris Demuth, Brad Leedy, Rebecca Lohmeyer, Kishore Sapkota, and Melanie Armstrong have all tuned in already on this Wagon Wednesday. Brittany, we had an amazing and tragic thing happen this morning. A JB Swift truck overturned in I-65 at Spaghetti Junction, and out of 178 pigs on the truck, 110 have died. We assume the rest have gone to slaughter, which is just heartbreaking. And actually, in an absolutely magnificent gesture this morning, I'm going to scoot over here so you can see me a little better. The Arrow Fund offered to take a couple of these pigs that were injured and provide them with medical care and get them into a sanctuary like yours, and you actually accepted that responsibility, and I want to thank you for doing that, even though it didn't happen, and even though we lost a lot of the pigs, and unfortunately the rest are going to go ahead and go to slaughter. I just want to thank you on behalf of all of the animal lovers here who witnessed this tragedy for offering to take the pigs. I mean, it's not an easy responsibility to care for these animals.
Yeah, thank you so much. There's just so many animals that are in desperate need of, a safe place. And the bigger the animals, the harder it is to place them.
Yeah.
So, farmed pigs can weigh. We have one farmed pig. Her name is Iggy. She's wonderful.
Iggy Piggy?
Iggy the piggy. She weighs about 400 pounds right now. So, it's hard to find them homes, and you have to have the appropriate accommodations because they're very intelligent and they like to get into trouble. So,
they are smart.
They are very smart. So, to see the tragedy of these animals being sent to slaughter already, which is traumatic, and then have to go through a traumatizing accident just to end up, with the fate that they had already had set for them. It was heartbreaking.
Yeah, and it's making me sad just to think about the fact that, after what they went through this morning on the expressway, now they reach the end of their lives, and it's a sad way to go. And I mean, I am not a vegan. I'm not a vegetarian. I eat meat. I know a lot of people don't, and that's just the difference between me and a lot of other animal lovers, is that I haven't taken it to that level yet. And I don't think you need to be a vegan or a vegetarian to see the tragedy in what happened today.
Right.
I also don't think you need to be a vegan or a vegetarian to see the very interesting juxtaposition of an organization like the Arrow Fund and like yours that rescues abused and neglected and tortured animals, offering to come to the rescue of pigs that have been in a car accident on their way to slaughter. I mean, there's just something almost surreal about that. And I can't tell you, I mean, I appreciate Rebecca so much and the Arrow Fund for doing the things that they do each and every day.
Yes.
And for you, I mean, and I am always one who, when I interview somebody, I say, how can we help? And some smart ass this morning said, oh, that was a stunt to raise money. No, it's not. I'm the one who asked people to make contributions. I'm the one who suggested, if you want to help this situation, contribute. If you can't go out and collect the pigs on the expressway, if you can't, do other things, then make a contribution for the care and feeding and medical care of these animals. So I'll ask you that question. How can we help you?
So funding is always a huge issue.
Sure it is.
Like the amount of money that it takes to care for animals is overwhelming sometimes.
Yeah.
When tragedies like this happen, people are like, find a sanctuary to take the animals to, and we're happy to do it. That's why we're here.
Right.
But also what people need to understand is that, like the pigs this morning, pigs live from 10 to 15 years.
Gosh.
We're assuming that responsibility for the rest of their life.
Yes, you are.
So that animal is going to need ongoing care for 10 to 15 years.
Wow.
Which, adds up. And just the overall, cost of taking a new animal in, if you need to, build shelter or build new fencing, emergency vet care.
Yep.
All of those things can be thousands and thousands of dollars.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just right off the bat.
Absolutely. So the contributions can be made to Foreverland Farm and Facebook, website. How do you do that?
So we have on our Facebook page and on our website, there's links to all of the ways that you can donate. We have a PayPal account. We have a Patreon account, which is like a monthly donation platform. And Patreon kind of has a little incentives. It gives you a sneak peek, behind the scenes of the sanctuary stuff that we don't necessarily post on, our regular social media.
Cool. And I'm just kind of flicking through some of your pictures so that they can see these cool things. There's a little baby in your arms there. It looks like you're on a TV or a radio show. There's a sweet little sheep in the snow.
Yeah.
And 2 little cats, I'm assuming that might be barn cats, and a beautiful horse. I mean, you guys, and there's a little piggy itself. Now, who is the big dark pig, did you say? Ziggy?
Well, we have 3 pigs. Milton is the one that is with me right now. And then we have a black potbelly pig named Betty.
That's Betty I'm showing then.
Yeah.
How hilarious.
She's not the friendliest pig, but we love her anyways.
I'm just looking at her. She's like a little round balloon, actually.
Yeah,
she looks like a balloon. It says yoga is canceled tonight due to weather. Betty is not happy about it. And you've got Halloween fundraisers. How much fun. I mean, honestly, it sounds like a wonderful place. Where are you located, by the way, Brittany?
So we're in Amelia, Ohio. We're about 20 minutes east of Cincinnati.
Oh, okay. So people could actually come and visit you.
Yep.
Pretty easily.
Yep.
Now, there's a place, I want to mention this because this lovely lady who my friend Hannah Truxell, your friend, my friend, all animals friend, Hannah Truxell, connected me today with a lady at Upland Farm. And Upland is a place that's very close to us here in Louisville. It's maybe about 2 hours and 15 minutes. And they are actually having an event this weekend. Which I welcome Hannah to post about. I'd love to see, Hannah, what you would say about it, because I want to give people a chance to go and see what Upland is all about, because they also are a farm sanctuary for animals that, and there's certainly no competition there, Brittany, because there's never enough room.
No, and we always say that. We always want to promote other sanctuaries because we understand the struggle and the need, and we can't take everyone. So we need help and we need community.
Right.
So we will always support other sanctuaries.
This is called the Farmed Animal Sanctuary Tour. Upland's Peak Sanctuary, People, Earth, and Animals in Kinship. That's so sweet.
Yeah, I love that.
And it's called Peak Visiting Day, July 20th, 2019. And I'm going to just go ahead and pop this in here so people can see it. Farmed Animal Sanctuary Tour. It's this Saturday, 10:30 to 3:15. And I think it's a wonderful opportunity to take your family and see animals in their, in their wonderful environment, in a safe space, knowing that, and it's the best part is you can go online really quickly to Facebook and just go ahead and get your tickets, and it's going to be a fundraiser for them, obviously. So there's a tour at 10:30, one at 12:15, and one at 2. They want you to check in 15 minutes early, and the Uplands Peak Sanctuary. Here you go one more time. Get your tickets to the peak visiting season that starts on this Saturday. So hopefully they'll be able to spread some information, make some education possible. So how long have you been actually doing this? I want to know about your background with these wonderful farm animals.
Sure. So I have been trying to rescue animals my whole life. My mom can tell you all about that.
I'm sure.
But we started rescuing animals before we founded Forevermore Farm, probably a couple years prior. So we became incorporated as a nonprofit in February 2017. So this is really our second year, in full operation. So like I said, we're just kind of a small sanctuary here. We're located on about 6 acres. And we just had some construction done to excavate some of our land, so we're hoping to get that fenced in so then we can have room to rescue more animals.
Of course.
Yeah.
Because you always have to be able to rescue more animals.
Yes.
Whenever you move to a bigger farm, it just means more animals.
More animals. Yes, of course.
I love that. And I'm gonna read a couple of things here because some folks are commenting and it's important. Robbie Bartlett is watching. Great animal lover, great singer. Love her to death. Darlene Brumleve, Rebecca Eves, our friend from the Aero Fund. Arthur Miller, Hannah Truxell says, this was an awful tragedy today in Louisville, and sadly for those animals, that was likely the first time they smelled fresh air. I want to remind folks that about 10,000 pigs are slaughtered every day at J.B. Swift. That's a lot. That's a lot. Ricky Burks, Heather Haddon, Rebecca James Green, Glenda Adkins, Sunny Howell. Yeah, Rebecca just said, wrap your brain around the fact that 10,000 pigs are slaughtered per business day at only that facility. Donna Schuster, welcome from Youth Build. Carrie Dorton, wonderful outreacher for homeless individuals. Courtney Gray, Amy Meredith from UP for Women and Children. I mean, all of our organizations tie into each other, Brittany. People who rescue animals, people who rescue individuals experiencing homelessness, people who help individuals with substance use disorder and with mental illness, people who serve seniors, people who serve children.
That's so funny that you say that, because I started professionally, I'm a social worker. I'm a licensed clinical social worker.
Wonderful.
So I started my career in social work running a homeless shelter for adults experiencing homelessness while I was rescuing animals. So I just left that position, and now I do mental health therapy for individuals.
Fantastic.
As well as running the sanctuary.
Do you use pet therapy?
I do.
I bet you do.
Yes.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, so long-term goal for Foreverland is to become a healing center for both animals and humans, where people can experience, animals, how they should be living, hear their stories of survival and perseverance, and hopefully, connect with them and find healing themselves.
Man, that is just absolutely beautiful, and I would love to see that happen, and I would love to actually have the opportunity at some point to come and see you, and I bet I could get a couple of girls here to road trip with me.
Hey, more the merrier. You guys come up for the...
Absolutely. Don Birch, welcome. Sheila Bishop, David Pate, glad you guys are here. Sharon Brown, all animal lovers, all lovers of humanity, all friends, and all who are just devastated by what happened this morning. And it's so sad that we had 178 pigs on that thing, and 110 of them died. I mean, and there were, unfortunately, people don't think about the impact of their words, but there were some bad jokes being told, and there was nothing funny about the incident. And I think some bad jokes were told before people knew that pigs had died, just because the video of them early this morning wandering on the expressway, might have made some people chuckle, although none of us who care for animals would think that was funny, because we know how terrifying it must have been to be in a truck that turned over. But what I'm mostly concerned about right now is just the fact that the Aero Fund and you offered to take a couple of the pigs, and somebody said, well, why not take all of them? And we were like, well, for the love of God and all that is holy, do you have $1 million?
Right.
The Aero Fund offered to do something for what they could, because they have 37 animals in their care, which is really way above way above their comfort zone, as Rebecca has said. But I think that one of the things that really makes a huge difference is that people step up when they need to. And right now, we're dealing with a crisis in surrenders. Animal surrenders are at just an extraordinary high. It's July, so animal surrenders are going to naturally be higher as well. We have a tremendous problem with spay and neuter in Kentucky, lack thereof. Pit bulls, unfortunately, are being overpopulated and overbred, which makes a huge problem even bigger. And then you've got these situations. I want to talk to you about the farm animal crisis, because there are so many animals that are being, left in a terrible bind, and you find hoarding situations just like you do with dogs and cats, only the animals are a lot bigger.
Yes. So right now in Ohio, in Felicity, Ohio, there is another potbelly pig hoarding case. There's over 60 pigs that, I think it's up to 60.
Oh, Lord.
That have just been kind of like left to breed and just kind of fend for themselves. And pigs breed at a fast rate. So a potbelly pig, group can increase pretty rapidly. So that potbelly pigs are actually the #1 animal that we get requests to take in.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah,
is it because people order them when they're little and they don't realize they're going to turn into a big pig?
Exactly.
So there's the
there was
education.
There's this whole mini pig fad.
Yes.
Which mini pigs refer to any pig that's under 300 pounds.
Oh my God! And what's a micro mini pig?
That is just a made-up term that breeders use to sell their pigs.
Oh, isn't that heartbreaking?
Yeah, I mean, when we got Iggy's a 400-pound pig. When we got her, she was only 43 pounds, so she looked pretty small.
Yeah.
Breeders will tell people this pig will stay under 20 pounds. Well, Milton, right here, he was supposed to be under 20 pounds, and he's 106.
How old is he?
He's 4.
Scoot your camera a little bit to the side. I think you just lost the connection. Come back. Come back, little Sheba. Come back.
Got it?
Got it still there? No, we're still on poor connection, but that's okay. Here you go. There you go. Show us the piggy again. There you go.
Here, Milton.
Call him.
Milton.
Hey, Milton.
Milton.
Come here, buddy. He looks like he's very happy. So how much does Milton weigh right now, and how old is he?
He's 4 years old, and he weighs about 160 pounds.
Wow.
Come here,
Well, I can tell you right now that one of our viewers, Sunny Howell, is a person who does pig kids therapy, and she said people expect pigs to stay small, and that is not the case. Walt Oster is watching. Nadia Pendleton, Arnold Johnson, David Pate, thank you so much. We appreciate you guys for tuning in. Kathy Creed Burgess is here. This is Brittany, and she is up in Amelia, Ohio at Forevermore Farms. And how much fun and excitement is it for you to wake up every morning to, I'm sure, what is a rooster crowing?
So most days it's very exciting.
And some days you want to just scream at the rooster, go back to bed!
Some days I would like to sleep in, yes.
Oh, dear Lord.
But that doesn't happen.
So tell me what it is like to run a farm sanctuary like that. What do you have to do every day?
So in the morning, get up and just make sure all the animals are fed. They have water. They have everything that they need for the day. I still do work full-time. And my wife that lives here and runs the sanctuary with me, she works a full-time job and a part-time job. So I do most of the animal care myself. So I just make sure that they're all okay for the day. If I have to go to work, I'll go to work. If not, I'm working on projects around the farm. I also do all of the fundraising and promotional events and planning and all that stuff for the farm. So just try to fit it in. Most days are pretty chaotic.
What do you do in your spare time?
I sleep for about 7 hours.
I love that. So how long have you and your spouse been together?
So this year in September, we will be married for 3 years.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Yep.
Congratulations. And to be able to work together, live together is a hard thing.
Yeah. Some days I think she wants to kill me, but she makes it work.
Well, you know what? That's a good thing, because you got to get that angst out. You, the social worker, know you have to feel your feelings.
Sure. Yes, exactly.
I also work in mental health, not in the capacity that you do, but you know, I'm very blessed to work at a wonderful place in Louisville called Bridgehaven Mental Health Services.
Awesome.
So if you come down for a visit, I'll take you on a tour. It's a pretty cool place. So I have an acupuncture appointment for my big boy Brady, and I'm going to have to roll. But I thank you for taking the time to be with us today.
No, thank you.
And I love talking to you. And just give me a real slow 360 of where you're sitting right now, so people can see the beauty of Forevermore Farm. Just kind of, just kind of show us around where you got. Oh my gosh!
I'm sitting in this new sheep field.
Love that.
Sheep are grazing over there.
Oh, they're so cute.
Those Lala, Marvel, Ahura, and Champion somewhere.
Aw, how beautiful. How many acres do you have?
We have about 6 acres.
Oh my gosh, that's just exquisite. Brittany, thank you for all you do.
Thank you.
I really appreciate you, and I appreciate your willingness to take those pigs today. And it's
yes,
unfortunate.
I wish it was a better outcome.
Yeah,
but
it's unfortunate that you didn't get a chance to, but there's always another life to save, and I know that you save a lot of lives every day. So thank you for doing that. We appreciate you.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for everything that you do for the animals, and thank you for having me on.
And thanks to Hannah Truxell and to Rebecca
Yes.
Eves for making it possible for us to do this live cast. Have a great day. I look forward to seeing you, meeting you in person, and we'll do this again.
All right, thank you.
Bye-bye. Thanks, you guys, for tuning in. We appreciate you.